Bang! Neevesknives. We're live early, ladies and gentlemen. Early because we got a celebration to get to. So, what the hell are we all waiting for? Let's get to it. So, obviously, this wouldn't be possible without you guys. So, I thank all of you so much. You guys are amazing, and cheers to you guys. I said I was going to have a couple drinks tonight with you guys. Since it is a special event, I said this when I was at 7K. I said I'm not even gonna pay attention to 10K or 12K. I'm going right for 15. So cheers to you guys. Ooh, good. Kind of missed the yoga mat, do you? Becker or what was it? Drew Becker, or whatever his handle is, however he says it, was saying I should change it. And I'm thinking, like, you must only watch my old videos because it's been changed for a while. Knife Sergeant, thank you, man. Shout out to Knife Sergeant. Definitely go and sub to his channel. 100% awesome channel. And anybody else we get in here, please, guys, go sub to Zach's stuff. He's almost at 10K. He's gonna do a donation to people are like donating money to for like some type of charity once he hits 10K. That's awesome. You know how he is, man. Do something kind for somebody. He's the nicest guy in this community next to me. But we got to get him over 10K, man. He's such a good dude. It's hard to beat Zach, man, in kindness. He is such a good dude, and you can really hear the sincerity and how genuine he is. I find myself like attracted to that, like just I can tell how genuine he is, and I love that about him. Such a good dude. So if you guys aren't sub to him, I mean, slap yourself and then go sub to him because you should be. There's his link right there. And then I seen Fiend also put the link in for Knife Sergeant. So definitely go and sub to these channels. Now, I know we got a couple more minutes till the party really starts. Everybody thinks it starts at 8 o'clock Central Time, but started a little early. Tuesday, I'm not sure if we're going to do it live. But I'm going on Ray's podcast, or I think we might be recording it. I'm not sure. And I don't want to talk too soon because you guys know how that goes. But I did talk to Knife Junkie, Bob DeMarco, and, he's been caught up with work and everything, but we have a date set up coming pretty soon. Not like a sexual date or anything like that, but an actual number date. K Mason, thank you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. You know what, man? I'm watching, because you guys know, I've talked about the last 3 lives, how the trajectory of the channel's just been. I know it's about to drop. I know that, but I like to ride the wave when it comes. I don't like to miss the waves when they come in. So I'm trying to do everything I can to stay on it, obviously, right? I'd be stupid if I didn't. But I do know that viral video and everything that benefited from that is going to topple over after the end of the month. So I'm just trying to kind of keep some of the pieces together so it doesn't topple over too much, so that I can kind of stay, in a nice flow. But we'll see how it goes. I definitely see a lot of changes in the in my analytics, and all for really good. So it's been pretty exciting. Is Kara coming to the stream? Kara's too busy gaming. She's got a party of her own. She's fighting fucking zombies right now. The 7 interesting knives, I think it's almost at 500,000 right now. That's the video that, I did a couple videos like that in a row, and that's what led to this. And it was kind of planned. It was, because there are certain little things you got to pay attention to in your algorithm, and if you pay attention to those little details, it can tell you how and when to to do certain little things, meaning like your click through rate and stuff like that. So when you okay, so YouTube puts you in front of so many people, right? So many people see your video. Now, depending on how many click on that video, it's like it's your click view or click view rate or whatever the hell it's called. Well, when you can get that to go up, YouTube will throw it out there a lot more. So it's kind of like you can't get, say, 50,000 people to click on your video if 50,000 people haven't seen it. So the goal is to get YouTube to put it in front of 50,000 people. That way you can get them to click on it. Thing is, though, is that in order to do that, you have to have certain things in place so that you know that they'll click on it, so on and so forth. And it's also good to kind of hold one little corner of an algorithm too. But anyways, let's get to some knife talk. I know this celebration, we do got a bunch of things to talk about, but this is a knife channel. So, Talika's got my shaman right now, but I don't know. He might be looking for one still. You never know. I don't know how, but it always finds me. Oh, he's not talking to me. Every time I see JN, man, I think that's talking to me because that's my initials. You guys are fucking with me. Bees Blades, what's up, Bees? Definitely go sub to Bees Blades as well. What is up, bud? All right, so, what was that? And today I dislike this. Wait, is today a dislike video day? No, today is definitely a like video day because it's the 15K celebration. No, it was 7 interesting knives, I think it was. Yeah, 7 very interesting knives or something like that. Then I did a 5 interesting knives piggybacking off of that one. And before that I did the Kara video, and then I did another one. So there was like there's been a bunch that have done very well, but there's just one particular one that got like hundreds of thousands of views in like a week. Okay, so sharpening stuff. We're gonna talk about some sharpening stuff really quick. So Coarse Stones. I want to talk about this really quick because I get lots of questions about like the finer stones and some of the higher grit stones, and people wanting to find that stone that's going to get them the best quality polished edge and all this stuff. And I can't scream about it enough that is not important. That is not the important stone. The most important stone in your collection is always going to be, even though the most expensive stone in your collection is probably going to be a very high grit, but it's kind of deceiving. It's just because it kind of gets you that beautiful looking Instagram edge. But that's not the important stone. The most important stone, and it takes some time to really learn this. Like, I remember I was chasing edges for probably 6 months before I realized this. And I went from fighting my ass off to getting polished edges. Like, fighting my ass off, wanting polished edges, getting polished edges. Mike! Oh, wait, who is this? Who is this guy? Michael M. Crazy. I don't know who this guy is. We might want to put this guy in timeout, actually. He's saying hateful comments, and I already think he needs to go in timeout. But I was chasing this polished edge for so long, and I was getting them, but they really weren't that great. And not even that, but I was trying to get to it so fast that I was ignoring the most important stone, which is going to be your reprofiling stone, your edge or your bevel setting stone. That's by far going to be your most important stone. None of those other stones matter without a low grit stone that's going to set your bevel. None of the other ones matter. Now, can you set bevels with a medium grit stone? Yeah, of course you can. But it fucking takes forever and it sucks. Like, it just sucks. And the longer, this is another thing that's kind of ignored in sharpening, is that the longer you stay on a stone, the shittier your edge winds up being. For real. Like, it's kind of weird how the shorter the time you can spend on a stone and make action happen, like, just making everything just fall into place really good, and it just works out really good, that's when you get the best, most incredible edges. The longer it takes on a stone, it just seems like you're like, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. It's like you just, the edge doesn't wind up being as good a quality. I don't know, maybe there's fatigued steel on the edge. I guess that probably is something. But and I'm not saying that if you have a low grit stone and it's taking forever, that that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that, because there's gonna be thick edges that take a lot of work to reprofile. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, like, trying to use a medium grit stone to reprofile, it's crazy. It's crazy. You want to use a low grit stone, something very coarse, something very aggressive. Cut that steel off, get your bevel set. Well, if you had watched my channel, you would have seen that literally years ago. That's when I found you, Mike. So when I first started freehanding, I was doing it off of nobody's recommendations or anything. I was picking up stones, and then that's when I found your channel. I wound up finding your channel and a couple other people's, and that's when I started, like, getting balls deep in it, because I had sharpened years before that. Like, I've been sharpening since I was a kid, but with poor results, right? I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't understand the science behind it. And I would, like, my dad, like, he taught me, you just, those silicon carbide stones, he'd hand me one of those and tell me to spit on it and, do one swipe per side. And, you know, he didn't know how to, like, like, he knew how to, like, sharpen, like, big stuff and everything, but, like, folding knives, like, I don't know. He, like, considering what I know now, I know he didn't really know a lot, but he could still get an edge sharp. I'm not saying he couldn't. But what I knew from a kid, until I got a LANSKY stone, then I got LANSKYs and I started using that. But then I just kept feeling this fascination with freehand. Like, I did not want to use a fixed angled system. Something just kept drawing me, saying, man, I want to do it by hand. Like, I would hate to be in the field. I think this is somewhat of my mindset too. I'd hate to be in the field and need a sharp knife and not be able to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to be, I don't like having something holding me down, like, in a way, like, to where it's preventing me from getting the results I want. I want to be able to do it regardless. So, nothing against fixed angled systems. I think they're awesome. I think they're great. I offer it. Like, I'm not saying anything bad about it. They're great edges. But just for me personally, especially in that time being, I had to learn how to freehand. And I literally would refuse to touch my fixed angle system. Refuse to make sure I learned. And this is just has to do with me. It's like nothing against anybody who uses, like, I'm not saying anything like that. Fixed angle systems can give you amazing edges, and I'm not downgrading it or anything like that. This is just like a personal thing with me. I had to learn. Exactly. We got 15,000 dummies. That's a whole lot of dummies. But so but anyways, the coarse stone though, because I think I was trying to jump from my coarse stone. I would use my coarse stone, but then I would try to jump to my next stone way too fast. Thank you, Aiden. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. The cheerleaders are off tonight, but I'll definitely hit it for you. Thank you. So, but I was trying to jump through my stones just way too fast. That was one of my problems, and trying to get to that result, right? Not realizing that once I did realize I was getting hair whittling edges off of low grit stones. Like I was like, fuck these polished stones. Why would I ever want a polished edge when I can get this nice of an edge off of a low grit stone? And I'm talking about like low to medium grit, not necessarily your first stone, but you know, a coarse stone or like a medium grit, 600 grit, you know, 800 grit and under. The kind of edges you can get with 600 800 grit, like you can whittle hair with them, like crazy aggressive, and they work so much better for more things than say a polish edge. Polish edge will work great on a lot of things, and there's some steels, certain steels, yes, they work incredible with polished edges, but all steels work great with a medium grit edge, all of them. Some work great with a polish. All of them work great with a medium to low grit edge. It's just so aggressive. But that first stone, like if you can get your knife incredibly sharp off of that first stone, then all the other stones are going to be butter. Like you'll be able to get those results that you want. But it all boils down to that first stone. And to some people, this might be common sense, right? But to other people, it's not. And they don't realize how important that first stone is. You don't move past that first stone until you have a perfect edge. When your edge is perfect from that first stone, that's when you move. And the reason why is because the first stone is that's where you do all your work. You're building your foundation. The rest of the stones are just to refine it. All they are doing is putting a finish on, basically. So the coarse stone lays your foundation, sets your bevels, sets your apex, sets everything perfectly. Then the other stones just come in and smooth out the surface. That's it. So it's just the difference between having a finer grit pattern on your edge and like the teeth at the very apex that are microscopic that you can't see how big and small they are. That's it. So the coarse stone is going to be very big teeth. The finer edges are going to be smaller microscopic teeth. See, I got you guys at the beginning. See, I don't drink a lot, man. I could literally take 2 sips of this shit and I probably shouldn't talk like that on YouTube, but drinking Kool-Aid, man, shit gets me buzzed. Actually, somebody asked me, no, you should definitely strop a factory edge. Strop it as soon as you get it. Because, no, wait, let me rephrase that. If you need to, because there's some factory edges that are over stropped already. So what they did was they sharpened it and they put it on a buffing wheel. And stropping ain't gonna do nothing but hurt it. But a lot of edges come fresh off of a belt, basically, and they could use nothing more than just a good stropping. Like sometimes you'll get an edge and you'll be like, damn, why is this so dull? And you'll just hit it on a strop and it's like, oh, it's good now. White lightning. But somebody was asking me actually to do a video on stropping and talking about over stropping and everything. I should talk about that. Um, but yeah, I think stropping is incredibly important. Incredibly important. The thing is though, is of course you can overstrop. What is overstropping? Let's talk about what overstropping is. Well, there's 2 ways you can overstrop. Okay. So one way you overstrop is you're raising your angle. So let me just grab a knife. Say if your angle is this, and I'm just pretending right now, but let's say your angle is this, right, on your edge, but you are doing this in stropping. Well, what you're doing is the leather isn't going like this across the edge. The leather's going like this across the edge. It's literally like if this is the apex, it's just going like this instead of going like this. you want it to go like this across the edge, not like this, because then you're just you're just tearing off all the teeth, basically. So that's one way. Another way is you just strop too much and it takes all the teeth away. Kind of like polishing, right? If you're not looking for a polished surface, okay? Say if you're looking for a satin finish, right? You're looking for a satin finish, but you're on there too long and you wind up polishing it. Well, now your satin finish is polished. So that's basically what you're doing. You're knocking off all the teeth and there's no more bite left. And you're basically rounding the edge and just making it too smooth. So you can overstrop, but strop so you don't need to sharpen so often. Absolutely, you should definitely do that. I always scream about that. I always talk about that. Stropping and honing is, I'm not going to say more important, but it's just as important as sharpening. You can go as long as you don't chip your edge. So with no microchips and no chipping, you can go a long fucking time in between sharpenings, just honing and stropping. But sharpening is still very important because you're always going to run into that time when you need to. You're just gonna. It's inevitable. Would you put an abrasive on the shop after a 300, 600 grit sharpener? Absolutely. I would use. See, if you want an easy answer, 6 micron. 3 to 6 micron. The green compound or the white compound is great, especially for a 600 grit edge. Now a more difficult answer is there's a lot of more coarse stropping compounds. There's stropping compounds that are 15 micron. You know, I've got some that it's literally like stropping on sand. It's so aggressive. The diamonds are so big. There's aluminum oxide compounds, diamond compounds. So, but just an easy answer though, the white compound is really good. It's a little bit more aggressive than the green compound, and that's why I like it more. The green compound's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But it's a little finer than I would prefer if I was going to say what's better. The white compound's a little bit better. It's a little bit more aggressive. There's Zach stuff. Like I said, guys, go sub to his channel. Get him over 10,000. Zach, I don't know why you're in here getting me donations, man. Hopefully you've seen my video earlier. I did shout you out, and we're going to get you over 10K, bud. We got to get you over 10K. That's going to be amazing. So definitely go and sub to his damn channel. He's going to be doing a donation to a charity or doing some sort of charity. I'm not going to speak for it. So go and check his channel out and sub. Don't just check it out. Make sure you sub. Beaver strop compound sucks, but the leather is all right. Yeah, John. I like their leather. I think their stropping compound's okay, but yeah, it's not like it's not like the good stuff. There's just so many levels of quality, right? Does it work? Yeah, it works. Their leather's great though. I really like their leather, but yeah, their compounds. That's the thing with the white and the green compound is that it's nice to just tell you a brand. Because if I say a white and a green compound, you're going to go to the internet and go to Amazon and find the first white or green compound, and it's probably going to suck. Remember, you get what you pay for. So don't be shy of spending a few more dollars on some compound. This shit lasts a long time. So, but it is nice just giving you guys a name brand. If you want some really good green compound, sharpeningsupplies.com sells a brick about this big. And it's amazing. It's really good. They have white compounds too, and red, and venev stuff is really good. Bro, the feed keeps freezing on me. Is it me or is it you? Is it freezing up on you guys? Is Canada in here? Let me know if Canada's in here. Yeah, the Beavercraft leather is really good. So what's it looking like, guys? It doesn't look all messed up on my end. I watch it too while we're doing this. Thank you, Mike. It's your internet. Cheers, guys. It's all good. Good. All right. So, oh man, I should have grabbed it. I got a CEO I just fixed for somebody. They got aftermarket scales on it. And when closing it, it could be the Wi-Fi in the shower. Well, don't put your Wi-Fi in your shower, Mike. That's the first thing. Don't put your Wi-Fi in your shower. CEOs, the CRKT CEO, got one in the other room, and you guys know how the thumb stud closes into the handle, kind of. Well, the aftermarket scales, it was rubbing like pretty significant. I couldn't figure out what it was at first. I thought it had something to do with the pivot, and then I realized it was rubbing. Like, I mean, pretty significant. And it also made it seem like the detent was so much stronger than it was. Well, Mike, don't take showers with your Wi-Fi then. Duh. Where was I? Oh yeah. So I took a Dremel with a carbide cutting bit, and I cut out the circle and cut it all out to where it fit better, right? My point in saying this is that it was a pretty easy fix. Okay. I mean, it was an easy fix. However, with a lot of little details like that, and of course, I would love for you guys to send me the business and just pay me to do it for you, right? Of course, I'd love that. But there are some things that are just so easy if you have a Dremel. If you just, and obviously, sometimes you guys can't afford to send shit, and it'd just be easier to just buy a Dremel and a Dremel kit. They're cheap as hell. They're so cheap, and you wouldn't believe all the things you can do with them. It will literally change the way you look at knives. I mean that. It will change the way you actually look at knives. Because sometimes you'll look at a knife and be like, it sucks because of this reason. But if you have a Dremel and you know already you can fix that, you're like, don't matter. I can fix that. It's not a big deal at all. And there's just and then sometimes you'll get a knife and you'll be like, damn it, I love this thing if it wasn't for this one detail. And doesn't that suck? Doesn't that suck? Especially when you're looking at it and you might not have it yet. Like you look at like a knife, it's like, damn it, that is my style. Like, that's my knife. That's my kind of knife. It's perfect. It's exactly what I need for work. And then it'll like flip over to the other side, or you'll scroll through the pictures and you'll be like, bum, bum. And it's like, fuck, that one little detail fucked it all up now. I don't want it now. And it's like you want it so bad because it's so perfect, but that one damn thing just ruins it for you. I'm telling you, getting a Dremel changes so many little details and makes it a lot easier, especially when you get the knife and there's little details that you're like, oh, I didn't know this was going to be like this, or it sucks mine is like this, and you don't want to send it back. My CEO has horizontal blade play. Not sure if it's a my knife problem or design problem. The one I got here right now, it doesn't have any play at all, but it was rubbing significantly. But it also has aftermarket scales on it, and that's why. Yeah, Dremels were high as hell when they came out, weren't they? I remember getting one when they first came out. I was like, damn it, man, this thing's expensive. But now, man, you can get them cheap. You can get not knockoffs, but cheaper brands. And there's a lot of companies that sell different bits. You can get a whole bit set, like super cheap. And then if there's only like one particular bit you need, you can get it. That's the kind of the beauty of it. You don't have to get a whole pack. Say if you just need one bit to do one specific job, you can find that one bit. Of course, it'll be cheaper if you buy an entire kit, but you can do that though. That's what I did with that carbide cutting bit. I just went to Ace Hardware and got one of them. I've used it probably 5 times now. Knife Sergeant says that's funny because I recently got a cold steel a couple days ago and took the Dremel to it about a half hour after unboxing it. Bang! Exactly. And it's there's just little detail and like kind of like this little thing I just did with this CEO. That would be very significant, severe, and be a bitch if you didn't have a Dremel. Just a Dremel. It took me taking it apart and putting it back together and dremeling it 8 minutes, maybe all together. Putting the bit and doing all that. Because I did have to take it apart and put it back together twice. So 8 to 10 minutes. Somebody says vids on detent fix. Depends on your detent problem, but I've got a couple videos on fixing detents. It depends on what the problem is. Is 0.1 or 0.5 micron too big of a jump coming from 600 grit? Well, for stropping compounds, you're not sharpening, right? So that is pretty fine for stropping compounds from a 600 grit. That's more like for like a polished edge. However, if you put that stuff on thicker, it does. Like I got half a micron diamond spray. And if I spray a lot of it, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to put a nice thin layer of that stuff. That's how stropping compounds work. A thin layer. If it's thick, it's not going to do the job as appropriate as if it's thin. You want a thin layer. That's how it's made. It's made like a half a micron is going to be according to a very thin layer. If you like say with the spray, if you sit there and just soak a strop, it's going to be more aggressive than a half a micron. At least mine is. I mean, when I use it, it winds up being not what I want. But when it's nice and thin, it's exactly what I want. But yeah, I would go with, like I said, like a 3 to 5 micron for a 600 grit edge. You can use a 1 micron though. I'm not saying you can't. You can absolutely use a 1 micron because you're just trying the purpose of it. If you're not trying to refine the edge from stropping, because sometimes people come off the stone and they want to use a strop to like finish the polish off or something like that. But coming from sharpening like a 600 grit, you are not trying to refine the edge. All you're trying to do is clean up your apex. So you have the very apex of your edge, the very tippity tip of the edge where you cut yourself with, right? That you're trying to make it go like, say if it's like this, you're trying to basically knock that little tiny tip of the burr off and make it perfect. That's what you're trying to do, because there'll be like a little wire hanging over this side, a little wire hanging over this side. Like as you look down the edge, there'll be like little pieces of wire hanging on that edge. So you're using the strop to just knock them all off and reveal a very clean apex. That's what you're trying to do. I've done flipper mods, add jimping, stiffen detents, all kinds of stuff with a $20. Exactly. It's incredible what you could do with just a little $20 Dremel, and you can get a damn good Dremel if you go to a pawn shop. You can go to a pawn shop and get like one of those like more expensive ones for like $40. But you can use a cheap one. Cheap one works just as good. Just make sure, because there are some knockoff brands that do hold different bit sizes. Just make sure it's a standard Dremel bit size Dremel. And even if you're not good with it, right? Even if you're not good with it and you don't trust yourself to do lots of work, right? You can still send it to me. I can do the work, but with little tiny things you might want to do in the future. You might want to say, polish the surface where your bearings roll, or maybe knock down some jimping because it's too sharp, right? And then literally, if you had a Dremel, you just go, done. Little details like that. Or maybe the edge right here of your jimping is a little too sharp on your flipper tab. So you just get your Dremel and run a line right down the edge. Knock it off. So many different things you could do. Coyote stories tonight. I didn't have any coyote stories, but I do got some naked girl story though later on. Two to be exact. Wasn't fun for me though. Let's say that much. Um, my favorite knife, but I had to make it mine. Usually how it goes. I'm not scared to make any knife, especially if I know. Like if I know this is staying. This is staying. It's not going nowhere. I'm not scared to use it. I'm not scared to mess with it. We do have a couple knives that I don't like to use just because I don't have to and they mean a lot to me. So I want to keep them for a long time. It's more of a sentimental thing. But for the most part, like even my sentimental knives that I love the most, I love them so much. I want to use them, you know, like that's how much I love them is that I want to experience them. I want because I truly believe this. I really believe this. Now, I'm not saying that you can't love a knife that you don't use. I'm not saying it because I definitely have knives that I don't have anymore that just kill me inside. And some of them I might not have ever used. They were just that nice to me. But I think some knives, especially the ones you really like, loving them, using them, carrying them, and cutting with them, and actually knowing the knife. Like you've used it, you know what it feels like to just come out of the pocket and use, and you love it because of the bond you have with it when using it. I think that just holds a lot more weight than having a knife and never using it. Kind of like can you like imagine a king and a prince or something like that. And the king is passing down his sword to his son, the prince or whatever, right? And he's never used it. Do you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it be like the memory or the thought of it would be so much better if you knew that that king fought with that in battle before giving that to his son, and now the son is taking on the sword that his dad used in battle. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's just kind of that thought, like the relationship with you and that knife, knowing, you know, you use it, you cut with it every day. And I do kind of miss that a little bit, and I said this before in another live, that I kind of miss having the knife that you use every day and you never switch up. Like that's your knife. Like you don't have another knife. That's your knife. Every day, that's the same one that's going in the pocket. That's the same one that you're going to cut with. If it gets dull, you're going to have to sharpen it. That's it. Like it's kind of cool having that one knife that you grow a bond with, and every scratch, it winds up getting messed up too. It's fucking guaranteed to get messed up because it's your only one. When you have 10, 15 knives, you really don't have to worry about messing your knives up because you recycle them so much. But when you're using the same knife over and over and over and over, that's when they can get damages and get scratches and chips because you're using the edge while it's dull, you know, and all these things. Who is we and how do I view these accusations, Shane? I know exactly what you mean, bro. I don't know what that was. Seems logical. I have a sentimental feeling. Got an old Kershaw blur that I used to. That's the way I am. I got a Kershaw leak the same way. I got a Kershaw leak that, man, I've done construction with. I've done so much with it. And to be honest, it to even today, I respect the leak because of everything I've done with that thing. Like I put that thing through some fucking work, man. It surprised me how much damage that thing has taken, and it's still going. I mean, it doesn't have the the spring assist, but it lived. It lived. That's the crazy part because I have a lot of knives that did not live. Shit, a knife a Gerber about 2 weeks before I got that Kershaw broke right in half. I just got it. Got to work. Used it one day and that thing snapped in half. Maybe 2 days max though, but I had just gotten it. Snapped it right in half. What's up, Winchester? 15K celebration. You know my work knives. I'd love using those too. Yes, we do. Calicut actually just got a new BGM custom with a 4-inch. I guess you'd call it a drop point blade. Some might consider, I guess it's not a spear point, but it has a nice deep hollow grind. It's got a stone washed hollow grind. The flat is different than the actual hollow on it. The hollow is like a deep stone wash. It looks really good. Let me move this down. I remember when that's crazy. I remember that too. I remember when I was at 500. Shit, I remember struggling to get to 100. I remember struggling to get to 300. Not like struggling like that, but I just mean, it takes time when you first start a channel. It takes time, and a lot of people don't realize how long it does take and how much work it takes, and a lot of things like knowing what I know now. I did everything wrong. Everything wrong when I first started the channel. Like I was shooting myself in the foot. That's how bad I was doing but you learn. That's what you do, just like with anything. So catching up. Rome wasn't built in a day. No, it was not. No, it was not. Seems odd to damn sharp knives. How often do those rare knives get restocked? Once a year, Hinder, Malibu, the rare Godsons, etc. So many been out of stocks and some to collection. So it depends on the model, but they usually can get a couple batches done a year. The thing is that everybody's on the email list. So when you hear about it, they heard about it before you. They knew it when it was coming. They knew when it was dropping. And that's the thing. That's why I always tell everybody, if you want to get it, get on the email list, get on the pre-order list. The pre-order list is kind of like this knife right here. People are wanting to get it saying it's sold out. Well, pre-order. You can literally sign up right now for a pre-order, meaning you already have one. So you're guaranteed to get one as soon as they come back in stock. Yes, it might take 2 to 3 months. That's how it works. Just like what was it? The was it the Migaron knives? Yeah, the Migaron knives. It's going to be 70 days for them to restock a knife. Now, that's just the way it goes, That's why you want to be in notice of a knife when it drops. Especially some of the good ones. Some of the good ones you do, but I know what you're talking about. The greats, it almost seems like they don't exist. It's like, how the hell do these people get them? Because I can't never find one. There's ways, my friend. There's ways. It's kind of like also if you know a veteran or like somebody in the military, you can get microtechs, a little easier because they sell them to veterans and shit. But aside from that, though, like just being on an email list, that's the best way you could do it. I have way too much out on pre-orders right now. Brandon says, thank you, Dusty. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. All right, let's get to another topic. Oh, I'm just making a statement with this one. It was something I remembered. Nero Knives. Some of you guys probably remember him. Some of you guys probably don't. But Nero Knives had a channel, and I'm saying Nero Knives. He had a channel for a long time. He hasn't posted in like a long time. I wish he did because I loved his content. I really did. There's a couple people, man, I wish still made content, and they were making content when I started. Nero Knives, Kenny, from In the Pocket, oh man, what was that other one? Blade something. I can't remember his name now because it's been so long. But anyways, so Nero Knives did a video. John Evans, thank you, man. Congratulations on the continued success, Joe. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And thank you guys for all the support and everything you guys do. Don't worry. We're gonna have a little giveaway here in a little bit. But Nero Knives did a video talking about he did a video actually testing phosphor bronze, Teflon bearings, and all that shit, right? Throwing in some dirt and seeing which one did the best. All in all, technically, I know phosphor bronze knife lovers don't like to hear this, but the ceramic bearings did the best. Then it was, oh no, I'm sorry. Teflon washers did the best. Behind Teflon, because everybody knows Teflon washers is the best, technically. Ceramic bearings did second best, then phosphor bronze. Now, everybody thinks phosphor bronze is better than ceramic bearings. Well, they're better than steel bearings, but not ceramic bearings. Ceramic bearings have a self-lubricating factor, which makes them, slicker, basically. And, but of course, bearings gets dirtier easier. But the thing is that you can easily just rinse them out, while phosphor bronze doesn't just rinse out easily. You can't just run it under some water or blow some air through it and then it's back to good. You have to take it apart, right? So that was kind of the deciding factor in that. But where I'm going with this, Cue Ball's just listening. I appreciate you listening, brother. Clay, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. Thank you guys for the donations. I do appreciate it a lot. Knife Sergeant says, I don't mind Teflon washers as long as they're not cheap. Well, I'm guessing you know exactly where I'm going right now. So where I'm going with this is that, thank you, Blades and Fades. I appreciate that. Sorry if you said something because I didn't. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Teflon washers doesn't get as much hype as it should. And we can't compare them because this is what everybody always thinks about. What do they think about? Gerbers, old Kershaws, maybe some M-Tech knives, right? They use a lot of them. A lot of them are using bearings now, but for a long, long time, they used Teflon. Well, you can't compare Teflon washers from one of those knives from, like, say, a Hinder or something, right? So Hinder used Teflon for a very, very long time. Obviously, bearings are going to be smoother, although the longer you use a Teflon washer, the smoother it gets. It really gets smooth over time. Like, I've said this so many times. Some of the smoothest knives I've ever felt were Teflon combination phosphor bronze. So phosphor bronze and Teflon combination broken in. They just seem to do so good after they're broken in. And hey, Blades and Fades, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. You guys are amazing, man. Thank you. But Teflon is let me rephrase this, when they're the thick, durable, like really sturdy, like they're not like those cheap, like ones you just fold in half and they break. I'm talking about real thick washers, but they're Teflon. They are extremely durable and they can make a very glassy, smooth, luxurious type of action. And technically they're going to wind up lasting, not lasting, but I guess maybe even lasting, but they can stop you from having to clean your knives. Like, they're going to be definitely the most durable, the least dirt absorbing. They're going to detract, or they're going to keep away dirt basically, and work really, really well. But we don't really, I think we've kind of shunned them. I can't think about the last time you heard of a new knife that was coming out and somebody was like, oh man, is it double row cage or double row ceramic bearings? And you're like, no, get this. It's Teflon. Teflon, bro. Everybody be like, what? Fuck that. Hey, habit forming. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Don't be forming too many bad habits. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Cheers to you guys, man. Cheers. Thank you so much. Shit's delicious. D Bass Thank you, man. Got the 10 bones. Congratulations on the 15K. Well deserved. What's the process on getting a knife sharpened by you? Contact me on Instagram if you have Instagram. If not, contact me through email and we'll talk about it. I usually link all my information in the description of every video. If you scroll down right now, I obviously don't have a link because it says live, but if you go to the video I posted today, scroll all the way down to the bottom, all the links to all my contacts are in there. Patrick, what's up, brother? I appreciate that, man. God, be up early. Catch you later. Catch you later, man. I'll talk to you later. You know that. Clay Robin says, like anything, there are different quality Teflon bearings. Right. That's where I'm kind of trying to go with this, as well as fitment and stack up tolerances, right? And that's where I'm trying to go with this, is that we've kind of shunned them and like kind of just pushed them to the side, even though technically they're the best. Right? It's hard to fathom that Teflon can be better than phosphor bronze. Of course, we want that smooth, luxurious action from bearings. And I agree. I like bearings the best. I do. I just don't think we should. You know what? Get this. This is really good. Damn sharp knives. What's up? Yep. Sometimes cheap, soft phosphor bronze, thin Teflon and nylon collects microscopic dirt and is held to clean out. Right. But that's the cheap, but the thick ones, though, the thick, durable ones, like the ones that are almost like plastic, those are different. That's a whole nother ball game. I'm gonna read tri-states and then I want to tell you guys about my bearing design. I got a bearing design. Fun fact: overheating Teflon non-stick pans releases poisonous gas. They can quickly kill small household pets and cause immediate severe flu symptoms in humans. I'm just going to take your word for it. I'm not saying this is fake news or anything. I'm just going to take your word for it. Cue ball. I thought you were just listening. Huh? Thought you were just listening. Thank you, man. Come on. Keep it up. Much love from all of us dummies. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. I was thinking in my head, and I know this is just some brainstorm bullshit from a dummy like me, but I was thinking, I wonder how cool it would be to have. So I was like trying to picture this. So a phosphor bronze thick washer, kind of like what you would get from Gillian, right? Except for the center of it is Teflon. And then the bearings are in the Teflon, like almost like just like smushed into the Teflon. Yes, they can be popped out, but they're snug inside the Teflon. That might be the ultimate bearing. Don't steal my shit. Don't be stealing my shit. I'm going to see this thing up on fucking Etsy tomorrow now. I shouldn't have told you guys. Yeah, the thick ones are the good ones for sure. Do you guys trim and file down or sand your Teflon? I don't do anything with Teflon. I just leave them and let them ride it out. They get slick over time. Phosphor bronze, I'll throw on like a really high grit stone, like a couple thousand grit stone. Gillians are the ultimate until they meet Neevesknives bearings. Until. And if somebody else steals my idea, they suck. The bearings, I mean. He's right about Teflon. Overheated and kills birds and homes. At least that's what 2020 said in 1994. Yeah, but I'll be honest, guys. They're full of shit. I mean, okay. I'm not going to go down this fucking road with you idiots, okay? I know I got a bunch of dum-dums in here, but come on, guys. Come on. I know you guys don't believe everything you guys see on TV. especially from things like 2020. I'm not saying 2020 is wrong about everything, but and they're probably right about a lot of things. I've definitely seen things that are probably true on there, probably. But and I'm not saying burning Teflon is wrong. I remember hearing that eating Teflon when you were a kid with the pans, if you scratch it, you eat it, you get dumb, right? Or your kids get dumb or something, whatever. But what I'm saying is that when views, not just views, let me rephrase that. When popularity has something to do with it, you can guarantee there's some pretty bad members, right? It's like the news, man. You can't fucking trust anything from the news. Nothing. They will fabricate something just to talk about it. So, and I'm not saying 2020 does that, but back in 94, who fucking knows, man? But, hey, it might be true. Maybe. Back cooking dinner. All right, Zach, get that dinner cooked up. The Teflon and the pans are different. Oh, I think he was just stating a fact, not saying it had anything to do with the washers, but yeah, I do remember hearing about eating some Teflon from your pans, meaning not Teflon washers, you guys. Don't want to give you dummies any ideas. Think you're gonna get high off of some Teflon washers. You'd be back there fucking licking them like cane toads or something. Well, Gilbert, huge congrats on the 15K. The sky's the limit. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We are definitely soaring right now. And I'll be honest, it has went up since the last live. It has went up, meaning not like the subs, but like the count per, because if you guys remember, or the people that were in here the past few weeks, the past few lives, past 3 lives or whatever, I've mentioned my analytics the past 28 days. So all the numbers I mentioned the past 28 days, I said, well, they're probably going to go down, but they actually are still going up as we speak. But I'm guessing they're going to go back down within a couple days, but we'll see. I mean, I'm still going to, like I keep saying, I'm going to try to ride the wave as long as I can. On the Chinese Communist Party. Well, Neves hates the Chinese Communist Party. Fucking Neves hates fucking communists, period. Neves hates. You guys don't put me down this damn road right now. I'm fucking drinking, and it's not smart. It's not smart because everybody in this live will leave in about 10 seconds if I start talking about the shit that's going on here in our country right now. But no, I do not like them. It's an addiction. What's up, bud? Ding ding, fucker. 15K out. Keep up the great content. Always good time. Stop it and thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. 20 bounce. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome. How many people? We had 134 people in here and only 72 likes. So we got. Well, let me double check that. Oh, wait, 105 likes. So we got 20 people in here that are either not dummies or they just don't like the content. Based Neves, tell him, boy. In 1985, before the wonder of the internet, where would one have gotten a quality knife? Local hunting shop, big box, mail order? Well, I remember when I was a kid, the old man had connections with some of his hunting buddies. They actually would go to gun shows, knife shows, things like that, and they actually knew some custom makers and things like that. So that's where the old man was getting a lot of his knives. Now, of course, there were some like big box stores, like Buck sold like the Buck collections, and you can get those at like your local Kmart, right? Hey, Zach, you motherfucker. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, Zach. We got to get Zach to 10K. We have 136 people in here. I know there's a couple of you that are not sub to Zach's stuff. Go over and sub to Zach. Please go over and sub to Zach. The best dude in the community. and it'd be really awesome of you to go get him over. And plus, he's doing a charity and everything. I mean, come on, you can't get any better than Zach's stuff. He's such a good dude. Go give him a follow, and thank you for the donation, Zach. And I'm not saying that because he gave me the donation. I actually said it in a video earlier before the donation. So, smart asses. Congratulations on 15K. You're dropping the truth on the dum-dums. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Spanky. I love that name. Spanky. There's my jewel. Thank you for the donation, Spanky. In 1985, I'm pretty sure you could get a quality pocket knife in the Macy's catalog. The dang catalog had everything. I'm sure there were a few, like even like Sears, the Sears catalog. They had the Sears and then the Sears catalog. So I'm sure you can get decent stuff, but if you wanted to get real quality stuff, you had to know somebody. Like, okay, I got it. So in what the fuck was it? Probably 2005 or something. I don't know. Maybe earlier than that. I had a knife magazine. And man, I drooled over that thing. Like probably some good stains on that thing. But I had it, and in the back of it, well, throughout the whole thing, it was all knife stuff, right? And I remember just like gawking over some of these knives. But in the back of it, it had like the most prominent members of the community, or not community, but of knife makers. Like these knives were like $10,000, $7,000, $5,000. Insane knives. They had like jewels in them. But even before that, like there were all the knife companies. Benchmade was in there. I'm sure Spyderco. They were all in there. And that is where you ordered your knives from. But that magazine came from Jewel Osco. It came from Jewel, and I don't know if you guys had them. Maybe everybody's area is different, but they had a magazine rack over by like the toy aisle or whatever, and they had the whole magazine rack area, and that's where I got the magazine. And you could get knives from there somehow, however you ordered it from, calling them or whatever. Have to write them a check. No, there was credit cards at that time, but you guys know what I mean. Like, I remember getting them even before that. Like, do you guys remember? Like, I'm sure they still have like Black Belt magazine and stuff like that. Like, in those days, you had to call an order and like send a check and stuff or something. I don't know. Ding, 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 ding. Where? I'd lie to me. The roaster. Take a shot for every donation. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'll have to go get another fucking jar. We're empty. Don't do that to me. I'll be fucked up. I do need to go grab another one though. So let me go grab another one. Garrett, would you say that a 4.33 times 1 inch DMT coarse pocket stone would be useful, or is it too small? No, you can. So a 4-inch stone, you could totally do it in your hand. So I've sharpened a lot of knives on a 4-inch stone before, just right in my hand. Obviously, the size of the blade matters, right? If it's just a regular pocket knife, you could definitely do it on a 4-inch stone. But you're gonna get better, or not better, sorry, quicker results from like a big Benchstone. But no, you could totally do it. Totally. I've used 6-inch stones for a long time, and 4-inch stones aren't much smaller than that, but a 4-inch stone is like, this big in your palm. So you just kind of got to use it like this. And the one benefit to using those is you can use it in your hand and kind of get, let me take this away so you guys can see it. You can go double as fast by kind of doing both, where you go like this, where you're moving the hand and your knife at the same time, and you're kind of, you know what I mean? So you can kind of get Mike Emler, that's how he sharpens, actually, with even big stones. So he'll hold a plate right in his hand. Even Chef Kalari, Steve, he does it like that too. I'm gonna grab another drink. Gotta bring my duct tape. stones are. When you're in a rush, right? Fuck it. Tape them up. YouTube don't like logos. I should have just opened it and poured it into my one I already had. I re-duct taped the damn cup like an idiot. So I am, but what's new? What's up, Maurice? Anybody old enough who ordered a skateboard from the back of Thrasher magazine? Well, I'm 35, so I don't think I'm quite that old. I'm getting up there though. Getting up there. I know I look young, but I'm getting up there. I get comments all the time. I either get a comment that they finally see my face and they say, I thought you were old, you know, from hearing me and not seeing my face. Or I get, right when they see, you know, like when they finally see me, they're like, damn, I like, cause they see my face and then they ask me my age and I tell them my age and like, damn, I thought you were younger. 48 and I did. John Powell. You used to be able to order heroin and a needle out of a Sears catalog back in the day. Think about that. John Powell says he's 48 and he did. Knife Sergeant, me and Knife Sergeant are right around the same age. I worked with a guy that had Thrasher stickers all over his toolbox. My buddy did media promos for Thrasher and Skater. You know what, Cue Ball? I seen that video from Bees Blades. Sorry, Bees Blades, if you're in here, I didn't leave a comment, but I did like your video. But that does look pretty cool. I'm surprised I didn't see that. I never even knew that thing was coming. I never knew anything about it. I'm surprised it flew. It's like it flew under the radar or something. Oh, I do got the new a button lock. Let's take a look at it. Fuck it. We'll pull it up really quick. K Mason's 36. Talc is 31, but he looks 19 or 20, so he gets carded all the damn time. Zach, haven't heard about any troubles. Let me check a few at Smith. So I have a VAM is 19. I got feels like a newbie now. That's okay though, because I started when I was 8. I got Stasa 23 is 40. Shout out to Stasa 23. If you guys aren't subbed to Stasa 23, I don't know what you guys are doing in your lives. I know we got 15,000 dummies in here, but you guys should definitely be subbed to Stasa 23. Theo is 44. Daniel is 17. Ember is 29. Todd is 49. 2A Dave is 36. Glyco is 27. Brandon's 36. Damn, we're all, you know, I mean, we got a couple younger and a couple older, but even my analytics say this though. Over the hill stuff. Shit, 40 is the new fucking 20. And don't even say that shit because I got only a couple more years, Big Daddy. but no, I truly believe that though. Because even like some of my uncles, man, they're like, you know, in their 60s and fucking man, it doesn't even seem like it to me. I do believe like 40 is like the new 20. It really is. I'll put it this way. When I was a kid, a 40-year-old looked 60. And it's just because of the times. we have life is a lot easier, right? Some of the old cats back in the day, man, it was tough, man. You got fucked up, right? Life treated you rough. And it's kind of like this. Put it to, even the little details. Your car breaks down. You called AAA or whatever. You know, back in the day, you got under that motherfucker and you worked until it got fixed. You know, those little details, man, they age you over time, you know. So it's, you know, like I said, 40 is a new 20, 56, 54, 48, 35, 38, 40. So Scott says, what is this? This is a knife channel and a 15,000K celebration for us hitting 15K. And we talk about pocket knives, folding knives, and a bunch of other stuff too. Josh Worth. What's up, Josh? Thank you for the donation. 15 for 15K. Man, thank you. I appreciate that. Trying to listen in, but work keeps interrupting. Damn work, man. Fucking work. If you need me to call in, you know, some kind of threat or something, just let me know. We'll get that handled. One of my moderators will take care of it. I don't think so, Jared. I don't. Damn it. I don't think so, Jay. I don't think most of us can bone like we used to. hey, they got fucking pills for that, man. You know, who cares? We got pills for that type of stuff. Cialis, you know, the V1. I changed my brakes until 2 years ago as I'm too tired and now I can't. Yeah, I've changed so many brakes. I couldn't tell you how many damn brakes I've changed. And that's how I grew up. I grew up, you did everything yourself. There was no calling. I mean, the people I would call would be the people to bring the tools. Do you know what I mean? So it didn't matter what it was. Yes, I was very blessed with having uncles and family around that either knew more than I did to teach me and to help me learn the shit, or could help me do it and, you know, coach me. Like, don't forget to do this, do this. They could bring the trailer, the jack, whatever. I was very blessed in that area where I had family all around me. Some tough leatherneck motherfuckers that could get shit done, fix things, work on shit, and teach me how to work with my hands. And, you know, and that's why I kind of know, I know that, you know, I know like that way of life. That's just how I always was and always lived. Like the thought of calling somebody else to do a job you could do with your own hands was just that you wouldn't do that, you know, unless if it was your friends and family, you know, unless it was getting the boys together to handle some shit, and you always could. They were just a phone call away. And unlike people now where you call and you're like, hey, I need some helping hands, and they're like, click, or they're like, oh man, yeah, I got something to do, blah blah blah. They were already there. Like they would, all right, I'll be right there, you know, and they would show up on the drop of a dime because they always knew that they were gonna have to call you. And you couldn't say no. Like that's just the way it was. You were responsible to show up. Like that's the kind of the unwritten rule. You show up. When your friend calls you or your family calls you, you show up. That's it. That's like the one thing you have to do. You have to show up. Yourself, my I'm telling you, Maurice, there's pills for that. What's up, baby? You don't really need the can you grab my phone for me though? It's on the charger.
Why does it smell like moldy bread over
here? I don't know, baby. It's alcohol.
Yep, that's what it is. Now it smells like alcohol. I smelled yeast, I think, and that's what it smelled like. What did you need?
Would you grab my phone for me so I have a second thing? Yeah. Hey, Amy. Thank you. I appreciate that, sweetheart. Thank you so much. My cousin Amy's in here. But yeah, man, it's just hello. Whoa. My dad is 80 and still refuses to call anyone, even when he should. Like getting up on a roof, I tell my mom to call me first. I can hire the people. I live 2,000 miles away. Yeah, that sucks to be 2,000 miles away. Damn sharp knives. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, people get stuck in their ways. Like there's people in my family I can only imagine, man. I can't imagine them. Not that they wouldn't call somebody for help or anything like that, but it's like they're gonna be right there, like right there, helping out, doing something, But yeah, it's hard to get past your old ways, like when you're so used to doing something and you know exactly how to do it, and not only how to do it, but how to do it right. It's like, fuck, you don't want to call somebody to do it for you. I'm guessing that's supposed to be a middle finger. Or maybe you're pointing up at the donation. I got it. Thank you, damn sharp knives. Now you learn how to change brake pads on YouTube. That's so true, Dennis. That is a thing now. I remember you didn't have that shit. You learned because of people. Like you couldn't just learn. You could now, man. I literally remember thinking that this was so far in the future it could never exist. I remember wishing for something like this, something where I could just watch a video on or talk to somebody like this. Like, because I would watch it on movies and stuff, like they'd show, 2050, or whatever, just in a movie, like, acting like it's the future. We have the power at our fingertips, but damn it, has it destroyed a lot. It's definitely. I'm not going down that path, guys. Don't worry. I'm not going down it, but you guys already know. All right, let's talk some more knives. Man, I had like 4 pages sitting here. That's what I was thinking, Cue Ball. That's a tough dude. My grandpa was 94 years old, went out into a field and shot his dying horse in the head. Somebody's got to do it. Might as well be him. It's kind of like Old Yeller, right? When Old Yeller's got rabies, and the boy, the mother says, I'm gonna have to put him down or whatever. And the boy goes, "No, ma, he's my dog. I'll do it." And it killed him to do it, but he knew that was his job. It's his duty to kill that dog, not somebody else's. I know I've had to put down a couple in my day. It's never fun, but sometimes what's good for the animal. I've put down a lot of animals, and it's never a fun thing or something you like, but my dad always taught me, to keep an animal out of suffering. Don't let them suffer. When you see an animal hurt or something and there's no helping it, or it's diseased or something like that, man, just put it out. Way to bring the mood down. Let's bring it back up then. Bring it back up. All right, let me think about some knife talk. I know. Fuck, man. I went down to Old Yeller talk. You bastards. Yeah, we're not doing that. It's party time. Party time. What was this? I think I said that. Oh, I wanted to talk about tapering geometry, but I'm not sure if you guys want to talk about that. So let me go to some other stuff. I think we're past tapering geometry at this point in the conversation, but I was going to talk about it. What does Neevesknives think we should do about the 1 million plus Muslims in concentration camps in communist China? Fucking, what are we doing about the fucking concentration camps in Australia? We ain't doing a fucking thing. We need to worry about our damn selves not getting put in the concentration camps at this point. The fuck are we talking about? I mean, my heart goes out to them, but there's nothing I can do. That's why we need to protect our own selves and our own freedoms and everything to know so that doesn't happen to us. Holy shit. Imagine if there were no guns and you had to do it with a knife. Someone's getting cut the fuck up. Wait, hold on. What was that? He's dragging you in, Jared. Is he? Okay. I see that. Ow. She won't be mad. She'll be all right. She's all right. She's a good one. She's all right. The white lightning is taking you down the rabbit hole. I know. I gotta keep myself centered for sure. For sure. Brian's song? I don't know what that is, bud. I'm sorry. Brian's song. I don't know who that is. Sorry. Prison camps in Oz. Can you let me know the address? And I will pop down and sort it out. There you go. Just give Mr. 2% the address and he'll get it done. He'll get it taken care of. Of course. I don't know why you're talking to me when you should be talking to Mr. 2%. Speaking of the Aussie situation, flat out banned all knives to civilians. Basically, the other weeks.
Just try this really quick.
Okay. It's really good.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's very good. No guns, there would be a lot of cut up people. That's usually what happens in countries where they ban the guns. People, but this is the thing, is that people are always going to find something. Cars, rocks, bombs, traps. There's always a way. It's just, you do hurt a society when they don't have the ability to protect themselves and their family from big government, I guess you could say, and anything else. But I think most importantly, big government, and even infiltrating countries, right? The reason why countries don't infiltrate United States is because everybody's armed. We are the biggest army on the planet because of that reason. But you can bet your ass there's a large political side trying to stop that. Anyone know a rough time frame when Magna Cut will be used readily on production knives? I don't, but I do know like a lot of people have been able to get it though. It seems like there's been a few. What? That's a good comment. But man, I don't know about the Magna Cut. I want to get some myself, but I know there's a lot of people wanting to get it. I think there are a lot of production companies that do got it right now and are working it out. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's going to be too long until we probably this time next year. That's what I'm thinking. Because you got to remember, a lot of these companies, especially if they're going to replace, like say if they're going to replace some of their steels, they have to use up some of the steels they have. And then some of the companies like Spyderco, they're not going to use only that, right? They're going to use other steels, and that's going to be a steel that they also use, So, the concept knife I was trying to talk about a little bit ago. I have a concept knife on the way. Should be here any day now. It has blue. I think they called it something else, like rose carbon fiber or something, but it looks like this. It looks like fat carbon. This is a Shirogorov, but it looks like it's a button lock, though. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. The concept new button lock. That thing looks fire. So I got one on the way because I figured you guys would like to see you know, what it's about and see if it's any good. So I got it on the way. We'll see how good it is. I will say this. Holy shit, have I been impressed. Oh, I left it over there. Baby, I need you really quick. Grab my knife off the mini fridge. Please. You're the best, baby. Because I was using it over there.
What were you doing over there?
Cutting duct tape.
Cutting duct tape?
Yeah, some duct tape.
What do I get for bringing this to you?
A smooch.
No.
Come on.
I know what I want.
What do you want?
I want you to watch an episode of that show with me when we're done here.
Okay, deal.
And you have to make
I got a
sure-
live I'm doing
Let me
right now.
say-
Just give it to me. You're supposed to be a good wife and just fucking hand it over and say, "You're welcome,
You be done
baby."
by 9:30 so that I'm not up super late watching it. Because I gotta work in the morning.
We'll see. I'll think about it. I love you. This fucking knife and, well, all three. I know I just got recently 4 Kubi knives. Tell you what, guys, this one, man, this is one you guys are going to want to get. Tell her what. Tell her what. I don't see what you guys say. Tell what's your favorite color? Baby, what's your favorite color? Anyways, this damn Kubi is fucking sweet. I'm telling you, it's so good. Listen to this really quick. This lockup is so solid. It's so good, man. This is probably going to get one of my favorite knives, one of my favorite budget knives of the year. Now, these two, same thing. They're just so good. Listen to this lockup. It's so snappy. And all three are left-handed knives, too. Is my mom in here? Oh, I fucked it up. This thing is really solid, too. Such a good knife. And then this one is like the easiest reverse flicking knife ever on the planet, right here. It's so easy, a child could do it. And I thought the detent was weak. I really did. I thought it had like a weak detent, but check this out. It's not that weak. It's just like perfectly tuned. I think because of the blade shape and the way the direction you flick goes, it feels easy. It feels like easier than it should be. But yeah, those Kubis are fire. Jared gets political, and I love it. Have you ever watched his channel? He tries not to because YouTube doesn't like it. Where's Mama? I don't see her. How did I miss my mom? Oh, there she is. Hey, Mom. I appreciate it, Mom. Thank you for stopping in. I love you. Yeah, I try not to get too political, but you guys put me down a fucking rabbit hole. I'll get political real quick. To me, I'll be honest, guys, and I'm not doing it because I see what you guys are doing right now, but I don't even think it's really political. It's fucking common sense, guys. It's common sense. We live in a free country. Our country's gotten where it's at because we're a free fucking country. What are we talking about, right? Isn't that supposed to be like the most important thing in America is our freedoms? Isn't that why countries fight all over the world to get to America? Is for our freedoms? And here we are saying, oh, take them away. Take them away. You want this freedom? Take that freedom. Oh, you need a freedom? Take that freedom. Fuck that. You get a freedom. You get a freedom. Don't do that. I don't like that. You know what? What? Get off of my life. A lot of things. Exact stuff. Just want to thank you, everyone, for all the support and being an awesome community. I'm 27 away. And we will blow the top off of this giveaway. That's amazing. 27. That's it. Fuck, man. Come on, guys. I know there's got to be at least 10 of you in here right now that are not subbed to Zach. Please go over there and sub to Zach. Let's get him over 10K. Should we do a giveaway tonight? Zach, you motherfucker. You're not supposed to be giving me stuff right now. We're trying to get you over 10K. Thank you, man. Do something kind for someone. Absolutely. Do something kind for someone and go over there and give him a follow. I mean, look at how nice he is. He's already given me like 20 bucks. I don't think Jared monetizes his lives. He tries to. Just doesn't always work out the best. Freedom and human rights. Work hard, so right. Grow and succeed. Facts. Facts. Yeah, we are talking about knives. Not free knives. Or actually, we are talking about some free knives. I'm guessing you guys probably want to win a knife tonight because it is our 15 subscriber live party time. Excellent. What should we give away? I did want to talk about a couple more things. Is it story time yet? Yeah, I got pissed. Drinking too much. I guess scroll. Oh yeah, we have 3 minutes, so I guess we're just gonna talk and then we're gonna be at story time. So I guess we'll get to story time. Yeah, fuck it. I guess we're to story time now. So let's talk about a giveaway. How would you guys like to win a sun cut? I got 2 sun cuts here. You guys want to win a sun cut? We got the sun cut episode and the sun cut snap. Do you only have 15 subscribers? Yes, I only have 15 subscribers. Yeah, I do. It's okay. I can handle it. What? What'd you just say? I'm sure he wants that. Okay, thank you, baby. Which one? Hold on. I'm so confused right now. I've been drinking way too much, guys. Okay. Brandon says he'll take the sun cut. All right. So we already got someone that won the sun cut. See how easy that was, guys? You guys suck. And Walt says he'll have the episode. Bang. So looks like both knives are already given away. You guys suck at this game. Is it story time already? Yes, it is story time, but we're gonna give away a knife first. 2 knives, actually. Fuck it. We might as well give away 2 of them. So we have 2 sun cut knives. I thought about giving away the Hadros because I have already gotten a couple of videos out of it, and man, I'm gonna wind up cutting better at lock bar access. Man, the lock bar access, I mean, I can do it just fine, but I'm gonna wind up cutting it if I keep it right here. I mean, so a lot of people probably won't bother them because some people just don't care, but to me, I would wind up cutting this out just a little bit, but it would look good, obviously. Oh, you know what? Yeah, okay. We'll do that too. All right, we got a few knives we're going to give away tonight. All right, so we got a Tucson TS. I don't remember the damn number. Hey, Q Ball, what's the number of this Tucson? This is donated in from Q Ball. He donated it to the channel just for the 15,000 sub giveaway. What a great guy. I can't remember the number though. So you guys we're going to do this one and we'll do the Sen Cut episode. and we will do the TS 251 and the snap. It is the Great Wall Tucson. Yes, it is the Great Wall Tucson. Okay, so I'm gonna have to write this stuff down. Might as well. All right. All right, I'm gonna write a number down. First number, so only one at a time. All right. So you guys got to pick a number. Don't start yet. I'll tell you when to start. Yes, I'm drinking, mother. Yes, I am. Cheers to you. I said don't start yet, you fucks. Don't start yet. Wait. Between 1 and 200. Go. I'm going to put start in the thing so you guys start now. Baby, pay attention to this.
I know. Well, I don't know the thing. Okay. That's why I came in here. Because I know your drunk ass can't pay no attention.
Nope. And this is slower than yours, so.
Mine is very slow.
I'm going to go back through it.
Because you know 3 people are going to go.
At the exact same time.
No, they're going to all say that they got
Well, they
it.
probably did. I'm just going back through them just so I can see.
Why'd you pick such a silly number?
What do you mean? There's 123 people in here.
It's a silly number. Oh.
And this one's for the Tucson, by the way.
Why don't you turn your phone?
I haven't seen it yet because I need this right now.
Why does everyone keep guessing 69 and 169?
Because they know what's up.
Do they?
They do. Look at how fall shutty this thing is, guys. Wham. We got an awesome blade shape. Man, I might have to get one more video out of this bitch before I give it to one of you guys. Unique blade, top 5 unique blade shapes or something.
Oh man, people keep getting so close.
I know you guys are getting close, but damn it, you guys are not getting it. But only between 1 and 200. Between 1 and 200. Rock solid.
You know, the funny thing is, it
no
seems
clay.
like everyone's just re-guessing the same few numbers over.
Yeah, remember, don't re-guess the same number.
I'm watching, don't worry.
I know you are. I'm trying to.
No, I'm saying to them, like, I'm hawking it, so I'm not going to miss it. They're just coming in one at a time.
I know they either come at one at a time or all of a sudden.
The winning I cannot speak. The winning entrance is probably already in there. It just hasn't come up yet.
Probably.
That's usually what happens.
Keep on coming. Keep on going. We haven't seen it yet. At least I haven't seen it yet. Oh man, we got some close ones. Damn, close ones. Some real close ones. Damn, it's crazy how long sometimes it takes for the like. It's like they'll pick every fucking number but the number.
Know.
They'll go all the way around in circles 10 times. Damn it, we got some close ones. Like literally like one number off. Close ones. You guys got to pick the exact number. Closest one does not get it.
You said between 1 and 200, right?
Yeah.
Why are people guessing over 200?
I told them. Between 1 and 200. That's it. So between number
you can guess
one,
as many times as you want.
you can guess as many times as you want,
We're
but you
gonna
have to
stop
pick a
it.
number between 1 and 200. So it's going to be a number in between 1 and 200.
Oh my God, I thought someone.
I know, me too.
I almost said their name too.
Damn, we got some. Oh, we got it. We got it.
I don't see it.
We got Jim Q. Jim Q is the winner, at least as far as I can tell right this second.
Either mine is really behind or I missed it.
Yeah, I just seen it. I got to find it now, but I've seen it. Damn it, it just jumped. I'm trying to pick it up. Oh, everybody stop. Everybody stop. I did see it. For sure, I seen it.
It's gonna keep rolling.
I know that. Just stop guessing because we have a winner. We have a winner if I can find it. There. Oh,
I still haven't seen it yet.
I did.
I'm just wondering how far behind the pad is.
Oh, I'm trying to find it. I've 100% seen it. And it was Jim Q, but I gotta find it now, which is gonna be a bitch. Right. Oh no. A little farther. People are guessing so fast that their names are in there multiple times. I'll find it though.
Wait. What's the number? You're not confusing this one, right?
No, he guessed multiple times.
Okay.
Damn it, I can't go up any higher. I can't go up any higher. It won't let me. There's too many damn numbers in here. I seen it though. Jim Q is the winner. Maybe you guys can find it. The number was 183. 183. I seen Jim Q got it. I went to click on it and the numbers went past so fast I couldn't get it.
Okay, yeah, because my feed is like 2 minutes behind or a minute behind yours, so I might be able to grab it on my screen.
Okay, try to find it.
Because I'm only at 904.
Yeah, I'm at 906. I can't go any higher at 906.
I still haven't seen it.
You'll see it.
What time do you think it was
I don't
at?
remember.
Damn it.
He probably doesn't even remember that he picked that number either. That's the funny thing. Sorry, guys. But
there's got to be a better way to do these.
Yeah, we're gonna do one. Oh, I thought we were gonna do two more, but man, I'm gonna have to piss before then. So we got the winner, which is Jim Q. I know it. I seen it. So we will just let it go. But we have another one coming up, so don't worry. But yes, if you guys can possibly check that out for me. So next is Jim Q has got the Tucson TS 258. 251. Sorry, the 251. Oh shit. Oh man. Chris says Q Ball won it.
You're gonna
or not, sorry, not Q Ball. I mean Ian won it. Q Ball says Ian won it.
You are going to have to go back and verify these once the video
we're gonna have to verify. So as of right now, it's between Ian and Jim Q. So Ian _G_EDC might have gotten it. Q Ball says he got it first before Jim Q. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Like, these numbers go by so fast, it's hard to see. So what we're gonna do is we will figure that out. We have 2 days to figure it out because it takes 2 days for the algorithm to pick up. But no matter what, whoever got it first will win the knife. That's the thing. As far as right now, it's between Ian and Jim Q for the Tucson TS 251. Next, let me write down. I'm gonna write down your number.
Isn't there a better way to do it besides numbers? Like, isn't there something else you can have them do or guess?
Nope, they're gonna get this one quick.
Let me see it. Otherwise, it doesn't help you. No, don't do that.
Yeah, they're getting that one.
You're gonna.
I
you
appreciate
think
that,
this
Bobby.
was hard to sift through and figure out. You're gonna be fucked with that number. You need to change it.
Think I should?
Yes.
Okay, I'll change it.
You just made it very obvious what it was, too.
I'll change. I'll change
You're
it.
gonna have the whole group saying it all at the same time.
All right.
I'm not even caught up yet, so I can't even help you look at this next
All right,
one.
I'm gonna give you this one.
Okay, but can you wait like 2 seconds?
I am.
Or like
The next one, don't start yet. The next one is going to be for the sun cut. Should we do 2 more or just 1
hey,
more?
you need to make sure you type the word start into the chat and stop so that I know, like, so that you know when the legit.
Oh, I will. I will. Listen, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 1 more giveaway, and you can choose between whoever wins can choose between the episode or the snap. Okay, the episode or the snap, you can choose which one you want. I don't care, whichever one you want, you can have. Both are good knives. The access to the lock bar is a little tighter on this one than this one. This one has a little bit better action, but this, I don't know, maybe not. But they're both good knives. Not ready to go yet. I got the number written down. And you ready?
No, I don't. It's.
Gotta give her a second, guys. She's.
If you want me to help, if you don't care.
I do want you to help.
Then you gotta let me catch up. Because it's giving me
183 was the original winning number for the two-sudden here. I could show it to you guys, but I can't now because I just wrote down on this piece of paper.
It was 183.
Here, I'll just show you guys. It was 183. No, I'll show you guys my next number.
The crazy thing is, like, nobody else guessed 183. Like, I haven't seen. Or maybe I'm not there yet.
All right, can we do this?
Just, I guess, go ahead.
Start off. All right, so don't say nothing. No comments. No comments for 1 second. No comments. No comments. The second one is not over. It's going to start right now. You have to pick a number between 1 and 200. Between 1 and 200, and it starts right. Well, if we do 1 guess, you guys won't get it right. Start. Multiple guesses. As many guesses as you want. Go. I'm gonna.
Did you type start into the chat?
Yes, I did. Whoa, whoa, whoa. These guys are fast. Holy shit. Damn. Everybody picked that one. Luckily, I didn't use that one. You guys are crazy.
You have live chat on, right? Oh, no, you're on that, please.
Yeah, I'm on this.
I gotta slow it down.
Okay, I'm starting from the top and moving my way down. That's how I'm doing it this time. If nobody gets it in like the next 10 seconds, I'm going to give a hint.
Why? It's such an easy number. Somebody's gonna guess it.
Well, eventually, but it could take a day. Eric says, okay, this is gay. Okay, so hint. The number is.
Breeze got it.
Breeze got it?
Yep.
I swear to God, I didn't message him, guys.
Breeze got it.
Breeze got it. All right.
I'm screenshotting this.
All right. Breeze got it.
I will go back and check.
Breeze is the winner, and he gets to pick one of the two knives. You positive, baby?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I'm going back and doing a small preliminary check, but
Okay.
yeah, no, I can't even go back very far. But no, I was watching very, very carefully.
We come up here. I got pissed so bad.
Yeah. All right, folks. Wow, this chair is low. Yep. Huh? I'm okay. Yep, Breeze got it. The number was 40. At 9:14 p.m. Breeze got it. So I'll make sure that Jared goes back and double checks everything, and because when we're in the middle of the live, at least on our end, it won't let us go back very far on live chat. Oh, and you guys could stop guessing now if that wasn't already evident. But yeah, so I'll make sure he goes back and checks, because like right now we can only go back like, I don't know, like 2 minutes worth of comments, and when there's this many, it doesn't let us go back very far. I think this is the second giveaway that Breeze has won on one of our lives too, because I think he won that Kubi Eris like forever ago. People will continue to guess we are dummies. That's okay. That's okay. Kara, what was the drink? The drink that he's drinking now, or the one that I brought in? Okay, I see that there's a super sticker from Chicago 23, but unfortunately I can't see what it is until this iPad catches up. So thank you very much, Chicago. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The drink that I brought down here, though, it was iced coffee that I made using brown sugar and pumpkin puree and like condensed skim milk. So it's very like rich and very strong. I had like 3 shots of espresso on ice with a little bit of cream, pumpkin puree mixed in, like a teeny tiny bit. You don't need a lot. It's like a syrup that I make. But yeah. It was really, really, really good though. Oh, hey.
What's up?
Not much. Talking about the drink that I brought down here.
All right, let me sit down with you.
Is that
what?
The whitest drink ever? No, it's not. It's not.
You're talking about?
It's not. Listen.
Sit down.
These the stuff that you see get
Did you guys figure the number out?
What?
You guys figured the number out?
Yeah. What do you mean? We figured it out before you left.
I know. You said you were making
You're
sure,
so
though.
Drunk. I can tell by the way you said the word number.
So,
Number?
Did you guys figure it out, though?
Yeah.
Did you tell them the number? Did you tell them the number, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Breeze won. No, listen.
I didn't know if you told
not a
everybody
white
the
drink,
number.
though, because the drinks that you get, the flavor maybe, but the drink, no. Jared will tell you the coffees I make are so strong it'll singe your ball hair off. Ain't that true?
Once you get used to it, it's hard to go back to regular coffee because it is that strong. It's very good though.
I tried one of like the classic white girl coffees that's been getting ordered a lot at my job, and I took a sip of it and it tasted like milk. I couldn't even taste coffee. I don't think that type of person that orders coffee actually likes coffee. I think that they just like milk and flavor with a hint of coffee. So
yeah, but once you get used to certain types of coffee, like it's just that's what you're used to. So anything stronger is going to taste strong, and anything weaker than that's going to taste weaker because you're used to it.
Yeah, but the thing that they've been ordering lately is like white mocha, which is already like sugar cream syrup as it is. White mocha with extra caramel drizzle. All right, and then it's just regular iced coffee in there, or possibly a shot or two of espresso, but either way it gets milked down like 90% of the way, and there gets sweet cream cold foam on top, so it's like all milk and caramel drizzle. It's really
no classic Trenta black iced tea for me.
Trent, yeah, you know, I had a guy who was a regular of mine who ordered a Trenta black iced tea with no water because our tea comes concentrate and then we water it down per cup, so you can
Thank you,
ask
Russ.
for it with no water and you get a stronger black tea. And I used to have this guy who would come and order it all the time, and he called it the drink of champions. So apparently that's the drink of champions.
I've never
Brandon Gavin has an early 40. Like I said, I'll have Jared go back and check all of them because once I saw it, I can't go back that far.
We have to wait 48 hours technically for the for YouTube to spit them out, but I've never had Black Rifle coffee. But
Brandon Gavin has an
if everybody, like, the thing is we have to go off of ours. Okay, so your guys' numbers will differ from ours because, like, mine is exactly how it came in. In 48 hours, it'll show exactly like how it came in because, like, live. So, like, the time that, since you guys are closer to each other and everything, you might see somebody who's only a mile from you faster probably than we will.
Is that how that works?
I don't know. I just know we've been through this many times.
No, I know that it differs because we've had it happen to us where we clearly were first on something, but then the person whose video it is sends us the real screen and everyone's saying, look, I was first. And it's not that way, even when everyone's on the live chat. So I don't know.
Mr. Matt, what you doing, baby? Oh, you've clicked it?
Yeah, I'm bringing you back live.
Thank you, Mr. Matt. I appreciate the donation, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, so as far as right now, Ian or Jim Q's got this, and then Breeze has got one of these two knives. He can pick which one he wants. And make sure you guys are subbing to Zach's stuff. Let's get him over 10K. I was going to do a story. We'll save it for next time because it is getting pretty late. We got 8 more minutes and it's a good story. So,
all right, well, I'm going to let you do the last one then so I can catch you on that episode so that when you're done, I'm at the right spot. All right. Love you guys. Also, someone said they sent you a picture on Instagram of a screenshot of somebody winning, but again,
that's the thing. I've done this a ton of times, and everybody's screen is going to say something different. It's going to be different than mine. It's like mine will be completely different. So I will figure it out. I promise you guys. I won't let you guys down. Whoever won is going to win it. So we'll go through. This is the problem with doing these.
Wait, baby.
What?
Okay, so for instance, like this person said Ian_GEDC was first by a long shot in the first giveaway.
Say that again.
That Ian_ whatever was first on the giveaway, but I can see right here that it's timestamp 10:04, and I know what you were looking for was prior to 9:04. Oh no, he's in a different time zone.
Yeah.
That's why
I was looking for prior to 9:06.
Well, no, 9:06 is where you
my
ended.
Time. I know. I'm saying it was before
this
that.
Would have been 9:04. I know it's all in the same range. So again, you'll just have to.
Yeah.
You'll just have to look.
And Jared really is drunk. Not because of the numbers, though. These numbers happen like this every single live, no matter what, because they come in so fast. And for you guys, it's different. For us, but yeah, I'm a little tipsy. It's all right. It's my 15K celebration. Anyways, if like there's that big of a deal, man, I'll give 4 knives away. I'll give one to Jim Q, one to Ian, one to Breeze, and one to the other person who I forget who the other person was. I love you, Mom. Thank you for coming in. Mwah. Maybe we should tell a little story tonight. No, we'll save it for the next one because it is pretty good. And yeah. But anyways, so we will figure out whoever won it though. We always do. It's just so one thing, YouTube will not give us the actual information for 48 hours. Like, say if when we click this off, if you try to go rewatch this, you can go rewatch it, but you can't see any of the chat for like about 24 to 48 hours until you see the chat. That's just how all lives work. It just works that way. So, story, you guys want the story, don't you? Have a great rest of your week. Congrats again on 15K. Here we come, 20K. Damn right. Yes, we are. we are on our way to 20K. Technically, to be honest, guys, I don't know if it's going to stay up because I feel like it's just going to about to fall off a cliff. But let's just pretend it's going to stay at the same course it's going right now. If it's going to go at the same course, then I should be at 20K in less than 4 weeks, because it's saying I'm at 4.3 thousand every 28 days. So about 4 weeks, a little less. Gregory, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. You guys are amazing, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do not watch football unless I have money on it. I like boxing and UFC, but no, I mean, I'll watch football if I have money on it, but no. All right, we'll tell the story. Hopefully I'm in the right mind to tell it. Okay, so let me take a couple hits really quick because that take me back. Yeah, I love UFC. So this damn story. I like boxing too. That's a good joke. If I was a Bears fan, that would be fucking hilarious. I honestly don't. I'm not a fan of any of them. My dad was a diehard Packers fan. But I'm not a fan of any of them, to be honest. When I was a kid, Mike, you son of a bitch. You gotta okay. I'll tune this up right now. Somebody fucking ban him really quick though. I want him kicked out of here. At least put him in timeout. Put Mike Emler in timeout. But no, when I was a kid, my grandma. My grandma got me a Bears sweater. And my dad, I said he was a diehard Packers fan. I opened it up. It was like at Christmas. I opened it up and I got a Bears sweater and I pulled it up. I'm a little kid. So I pulled it up. My dad he goes, "Come outside with me, boy. I'm going to show you what we do with those shirts." Right in front of my grandma. Had me handing me a lighter and says, "Light it on fire." He had me light that fucker right on fire in front of my grandma. My grandma's sitting there like, "I just got him that sweater." Oh, I burned my grandma's Christmas present right in front of her. I didn't have a choice though. My old man, gave me the lighter, said, "Light that shit up, boy. This is what we do to the Bears." My dad hated the Bears. I'm not bad talking the Bears. I could give a fuck less. I'm just saying what happened. I have no dog in the fight, really. I could care less. I really don't. I should, because being Illinois, I should be Chicago Bears, right? But I personally just don't. I like fighting. I like fighting. I like UFC. I like kickboxing. I like boxing. Don't be sharing embarrassing stories about her. I won't share anything about her. I should now though, since you said that. I don't ever name names, Mom. Don't worry. I never name names. So no worries. But I guarantee you'll know this story though, because you were there. So okay. So this is a funny one. Well, all right, how should I start it? So me and my mother and my little sister, we had to move back in with a family member because things were crazy. Let's just say that things were crazy. Not a very healthy time in life. It was very crazy, and we had to move in with a family member. We were living with a family member, and the family member we were living with, let's just say, is a little. I don't want to be rude and say off the rocker, but was a little crazy about certain things, like about how she slept and stuff like that. Well, my cousin comes in the middle of the night And my cousin, you know, she's on the streets. She's doing not so good at things, right? So she comes in and she's in the bathroom. And I'm awake, you know, I'm just doing whatever. And she comes in and she's in the bathroom, butt naked, taking off her clothes because she's, you know, she's in for the night, right? But she comes in really late, like midnight or something like that. She strips down and she's in the bathroom. And she's like, you know, getting ready for the night or whatever. Well, then the other family member is pissed, is irate because it's like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And she woke her up, right? So now she's freaking out. So she's screaming, right? So then my cousin, we'll just say my cousin, she's, you know, in the bathroom naked. And let's just say she doesn't care too much about being naked. She comes out and now she's freaking out. She's pissed because my other family member is screaming at her. So now these two are in each other's faces, right? Screaming back and forth. And I'm standing there. Well, now you know what's about to happen, right? They're in each other's faces. They're screaming. They're arguing. They're fighting. They start throwing blows. So here I am. I got a manhandle, a family member, and a naked family member, my cousin, who's butt naked, by the way. Not even underwear, nothing, not a damn thing, not even socks. And they're scrapping. And I'm trying to stop them, right? I'm trying to stop them, but they're going at it. And it's getting pretty crazy. And yeah, naked cat fight, exactly. And you know, I don't honestly want no part of it, right? I don't want no part of it, but I don't really have a choice, you know. And it's getting pretty crazy, you know. Skin all in my face and everything else, and I'm trying to stop. It's sweaty skin, but you know. And then so time goes on, right? This fight goes on for a while, right? And it doesn't end. It doesn't end. The cops get called. Now the cops show up. I'm probably butchering this story right now because I am a little tipsy, but so now the cops get called and the cops come in and it's two guys, and they see my cousin who is the most irate, right? And they're obviously looking right to her because you got to be fucking crazy right now to be standing here butt naked. Do you know what I mean? You kind of assess the situation. Everybody else is clothed. I have one naked person who's not half naked, who's butt naked. So you're probably the bad guy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like that's what a cop's got to think. So they go after her and she's not like, how can I say this? She's not fragile. She's a tough girl. So she's throwing swings at them too now. So now she's fist fighting, butt naked, two cops. And we're in a hallway. Like, it's not, I mean, we're in an apartment, but in the hallway of an apartment, a small apartment, right? I should have went back a little bit and explained how we got to this point, but that would have took a little bit too long. So now these two cops are fighting my butt naked cousin, and I'm sitting there and they're getting their asses kicked. Like literally they're getting their ass kicked. I mean, she's kicking, she's biting, she's fighting for her life not to get cuffed. And then finally I look down at the cop because it's becoming too much at this point. And I shouldn't have said this. Mind you, I shouldn't have said this. This was a bad part of what happened. But I looked at one of the cops. I said, dude, you're getting your ass kicked by a girl. I shouldn't have said it. I know. I shouldn't have said it. But his ego at that point went through the roof and he fucking pretzeled her. Like he got mad, right? Like he realized right then, like that he needs to get her under control. So he basically scissors her backwards, like legs and arms, like just backwards. And she's screaming. They get her cuffed. It did take a lot longer than I would have thought, but we're not even close to being done. So then she's like, let me get dressed. After she's cuffed. She's cuffed now. And she's like, I want to get dressed. I want to get dressed. And obviously they got to let her get dressed, right? So she gets some sweatpants on. They walk her into the bedroom, right? And they're like kind of like trying to keep control of the situation. She's still cuffed. I think we're helping her get dressed. I don't remember exactly how she got dressed. Either way, she got dressed. So then, all right, Jim. Just in case, get a hold of me. Maybe because of the misunderstanding, I'll just send you something anyways. So now we're in this building. We're in an apartment building. It's 2 stories up. Well, it's 2 stairways up. 1 story up, 2 stairways. They got to make it down to their car. And they got her, and she's dressed. They start walking her down the stairs, and I knew what was going to happen. Like, I didn't have a doubt in my mind. Like, she's waiting for the stairway, like, because she starts playing it cool. And I know my cousin. This bitch ain't playing it cool for shit. She's waiting for that stairway. And so, like, I'm like a fan with popcorn right now. So I follow behind. All right. So like I follow behind. I'm young too, by the way, at the time. So I follow behind them, and they get to the stairway, and I'm just like, I want to be like, that's what I want to do. Because I already know it. I already know it. They ain't making it to the bottom of the stairs. And so they start going down the stairs, and there it goes. Bam, she spikes off. She fucking jumps up in the air. And like, I don't know what she was thinking. She was like, I don't know, trying to jump over the railing. Because there's a stairway going down, like, like 2 stairways like this, if that's correct. And you guys know what I mean. 2 stairways. And so she's like jumping on, and they're like trying to hang on to her, and she's like trying to jump over the railing, but she's kicking them at the exact same time. So now they go rolling down the stairs, hit the first pad, and she's laying on her back, just kicking the fuck out of them. And they finally get her sewn up right now, because there's 2 guys, right? She's cuffed. So, how much damage can you do, right? How much damage can you do? So they get her to the cop car. She's barefoot, mind you. I think she had flip-flops. On. But regardless, that wasn't going to stop her from kicking out the car window. So they get her to the cop car. They smash her in there. It wasn't 4 seconds. Like, as soon as she got, this is the same cousin I was talking about the last live. Just so we're clear. So she gets in the cop car. As soon as that door shuts, it was like the door shut and the feet start going through the window, just kicking. And yeah, so she wound up getting into a bunch of trouble for this. I don't exactly know all her charges from that night, but she kicked out the cop's car window. Another car wound up having to come. She beat up 2 cops, got her own ass kicked, all over my other family member not being able to sleep when she came in. She came in too late. Crazy. I already know what cousin this is. But yeah, it was a crazy night, man. I love her to death. And we've been through a lot together. You could say that. We've been through a lot together, and this was just one of those times. You wasn't here, could you tell? Is that my sister? That is my sister. Hey, Erica. I love you. But yeah, and my little sister was actually sleeping through the whole thing because she was there. She was very little, and she it was amazing that she slept through the whole thing, because you would have thought there was an earthquake as loud as it was. I don't think anybody could sleep through it, but you know how kids are. Kids can sleep through anything. But yeah, family fun, exactly, cue ball. So I got a really good story for next live. We're gonna cut it now because that's my sister, so she definitely knows who I'm talking about. One of many sisters. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Man, you guys are amazing, getting to 15K with me. Cheers to you guys. Also, thank you to the moderators. Thank you to all the donators, man. You guys donated a lot of money tonight. Thank you so much. It helps a lot. Thank you to everybody who went and subbed to Zach. That's amazing. And everybody else I asked to go sub to. I remember I was right in the middle of it. How could I forget? I was right there in the middle of it. So there's no way you could forget something like that. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. Bang.